All right. Just talk loud, I think.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes. All right. Ready? All right. Since you're a freshman, what are the things that you have to work? Whoa, shit! I read that wrong. Since you're a freshman, what are the things that you have to get used to in order to be? I don't even know how to word that question. Let me rethink it. What are the things you have to get used to? There we go. That are new to you. I got this. All right, let's go. All right, since you're a freshman, what are the things that you have to get used to that are new to you at college?
Some of the things are like 5 a.m. weights. You have to get up early, super early, which you aren't, like, I'm not used to from high school because we never did anything before school. And also like practicing in between classes and stuff, because in high school you went through like an 8 to 3:30 o'clock day, and then you went straight to practice and then you went home. But here it's like weights, school, practice, and then sometimes you have like traveling, and you have to pack for traveling in advance, and then get on the road for like 8 hours, and then get off and play. So I'm not used to any of that stuff.
Do you guys stay in places for like how long of a time?
It's usually like Thursday through Sunday, and Thursday we usually practice on their field because mostly we're coming from all indoor practices and then practicing on their field for the first time we touch dirt, and then we start playing like games on Friday, and then usually to Saturday, and then we travel Sunday.
Yeah. Okay. So talking about that field stuff, what like not being able to practice on the field since it's so cold here right now? How does that affect you guys, if it does at all?
It does, because when you're out there, the ball travels so much differently because you have wind, and then you notice like you can't run on dirt because it gets clumped up, and you're wearing cleats. And our first time wearing cleats was Thursday. We got brand new cleats, and they just gave them to us Thursday, and then we had to play like 5 games in them over the weekend. So your feet get sore, and like you lose the ball in the sun, which you don't have to deal with, and there's no nets for backup and no nets on the ceiling. So.
All right, so next question is, what do you guys do in order to prove your chemistry on and off the field as a team?
We hang out a ton. Like when we're not at practice, we're usually going to dining hall together, or we have study tables, mandatory 8 hours, and we usually go together most of the time. Like you grab another person, you go up there, you study together. We have girls on the team who tutor other girls on the team because they're more advanced in the subjects. And on like Fridays, if we have like an off day or something, which we usually have Mondays and Sundays off sometimes, so we'll get back and we'll like go to the upperclassmen's apartments, and we all just kind of hang out there.
That sounds fun. Also another question. When you guys are on the road, you stay in hotels, I'm guessing, right?
Right.
Like, what do you guys do at the hotels? Do you guys hang out, or you just go back and go to bed right away?
We actually have kind of a strict schedule. They give us an itinerary before we leave, so it tells you like what to pack and then what you'll be doing all weekend. And you get roommates, and they're randomly assigned every weekend, so you don't know who you're staying with. And the rule is like upperclassmen get to sleep alone because it's 3 to a room and there's 2 beds. So whoever's underclassmen, they sleep together, and then the upperclassman gets the whole bed to themselves. And usually what we do is like we'll go play, and we have to eat. So we go off, we eat. They already like pre-ordered our meal, so it doesn't take long. We're not allowed to bring our phones. We're not allowed to have our phones on or anything. And then we go back to the hotel, and usually it's late and we're tired, but they make us do like a mandatory hour of study tables. And our phones have to be off. You have to have your doors open so they can come and check in, make sure you're doing homework, stuff like that. So.
Sounds pretty strict.
Yeah.
So how often do you guys practice, and what do you guys work on?
In the fall, we practiced, it was 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. weights, and then we had individuals, which is like only a group of 3 or 4 could go at a time, and they could only be like an hour long or half an hour long, and that was just because the rules of the NCAA and everything that you have to follow. But now we're like in season technically, so we lift on our own, but that has to be done before practice, which our practice is usually 1 to 4, or sometimes 1:30 to 3:30, or 1 to 4, just 1:30 to 4, whatever she wants really. And what we work on, well, obviously in the weight room we just work on like improving weights and everything, but if it's close to tournament, we do like a deload week where we don't lift as much, we just stay active. And then at practice, there's like a lot of team stuff. In the beginning, in the fall, we did a lot of individual skill work, but now we're working on more team stuff, how to defend like good teams
Right.
and like where they hit and a lot of like repetition for everything.
Gotcha. All right, so how do you guys deal with the expectations of being one of the best teams in the MAC and being projected to win the MAC right now?
It's hard honestly because.
Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. Just go. You're good. Well, yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
All right. So, how do you guys deal with the expectations of being a good team and the projection of winning the MAC?
It's really hard because we've talked about this before as a team. We said we have the biggest bullseye on our back. Everyone in the MAC hates us, and it's because we actually have something. We have the MAC tournament, like championship over everyone, and like that creates a huge target for us. And like we know teams hate us, but that's what kind of gives us the fuel and like the desire and everything that we need to like go get another one. And we keep saying like back to back, like this is our year. And it's like I'm a freshman, so I wasn't there last time, and I had to watch them all get rings.
Yeah.
And I just stood there because I wasn't part of the team, and like they already know what it feels like, and they've talked to the freshmen about it, and like we want to know what it feels like, so it kind of drives us more and more.
Yeah. So the seniors kind of like, or the seniors and the upperclassmen or the sophomores kind of like tell you all the things that it was like. So
and
you guys
tell us how it feels, and like we're all just like driven towards it, and we want it.
Gotcha. That's kind of cool. All right. So, what are some things that the coach wants the team to work on most right now?
Right now, I would honestly say two things. One is probably discipline, because she says to win games we need discipline and focus, and that's a big part of it. Like we notice that when we're getting unfocused on the field, that's when errors come into play, and you can't win games when you're making errors, and you have to back the pitcher up, and the hitters have to back the pitcher up. And another thing would just be keeping it simple, because on these last two tournaments we're overthinking, and we're good enough athletes not to have to overthink. Like we know what to do, we have the skills. So.
Yeah. That was perfect. Came with that. All right. I think I might ask you a question like about Tennessee because they're really good, right? So I'm trying to think of something, but I'll ask you the 4-on-4 one first.
Okay.
So you guys are 4-4 right now. Are you guys worried about what's happened, like what your record is, or is that just kind of, eh?
We're not worried about it at all because going into it, we had a lot of like adversity. So we had some injured players that we didn't think were going to be injured that were originally in the starting lineup, and then we had some transfers come in who actually are a big part of the team now that we didn't even know back then. So I don't know, it's just like really when adversity,
You're just getting things together still
yeah,
right now.
we're just feeling the water right now, but I think we're going to be fine.
All right. I'm trying to think of the Tennessee question, so let me think about it. Tennessee's a good team. Blah, blah, blah. You guys play in Western Kentucky's a good team too.
Yeah.
And you guys play them. Is Purdue good? Because I saw that you guys play them, but I don't know if they're good.
They're alright.
Because I just know they're,
Yeah.
Alright, let me think. I could say you guys don't have that tough a schedule, do you? Like, if you think about it, like the two best teams you play are Western Kentucky and Tennessee, probably, right?
Yeah. And Tennessee was our opening game.
Yeah. Didn't Savannah pitch that? I might want to save that for her then, because like I could always ask her like.
Oh, and she's on 2 weeks rest right now.
Really, what happened?
Don't tell me on this.
Oh God, don't tell me then yet.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Yeah. That was just. Don't tell anybody
Just in
this.
case.
Record it. Turn the recording off. Okay. I think we're good actually, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I don't know what else to really. What would we say? Like, Tennessee's good, but like, there's no question to like really state for it. Okay, let me turn that.